Hello, hello there, my crafty friends. It's Candy here from SweetStamper.com, and yes, I am running a little late tonight, but that's okay. I am really happy to be here with you. I was not here with you last week because I was on the Stampin' Up! Incentive trip to Hotel Xcaret or Xcaret. There were various pronunciations. Just an incredible place. I do have to say, every time I mention the incentive trip, the disclaimer that less than 2% of demonstrators achieve the trip, and that is, they really, really require us to say those things. Okay, let's see. How is my lighting here? I think we're okay. So this is what I'm going to share with you tonight. I posted quite a few photos on my personal page. I didn't get them posted on this page for this trip. So, one of the things I have endeavored to do is really be in the moment when I'm traveling, so that I really, really unplug. And that means when I'm taking pictures, for the most part, like sometimes when I'm back at the room, or if I've got a little downtime because I'm waiting in line or something, then I will try to crop a few photos and share them. But, sharing them in 3 different places is a little bit challenging. So a lot of you I'm friends with on Facebook anyway, so you would have seen them. So hello, and welcome to Kelly. Thank you for the welcome home. And Margaret's here, and Corinne. And thank you very much for sharing my video. I appreciate that ever so much. So I don't even have my little, my little sign that tells you about my host code. That's okay. We're just going to kind of hang out tonight and be chill. And I'm kind of getting back in the groove. Well, I've been kind of running around like a chicken with its head cut off. And right before I left, one of my studio staff, Lena, she's like an organizational whiz, and she has been helping me do some organizational changes in my studio, because my studio really hasn't changed in the last couple of years, and my business has. So she's in here with me a lot, and I think her gift is, one of her many gifts, is to problem solve, and also efficiency is a big gift with her, definitely not with me. So I think she looks at things I'm doing and sees me, I think I'm just doing things the way I've always done them, and she sees them as struggling, and she's like, you know what, there's a better way we can do this. So she's been helping me with that, and I think we probably have another week or 2, and then I'm going to do a full-on studio, just walk through my studio, and I'm super excited about it. But I have things that are kind of in a state of upheaval, as well as getting ready for my retreat this coming week. So it's just, I kind of work hard and play hard. So hello, Gail. I'm glad that you are here from Virginia. And Mary, welcome. So, and Gail, just to let you know, I'm going to be in Williamsburg in September. So my kiddos have moved there, and they've been all over Virginia the last couple of years. They're going to be in Williamsburg for a while. So my husband and I are going to go up and visit with our daughter, son-in-law, and grandkids in September. Okay, enough chit-chat, although, I can chit-chat till the cows come home. But I know you're here for more than chit-chat. So we have just a few more days to sign up for Candy's Card Club for May. And I think that if you are not already part of Card Club, you want to jump in. And if you want to just sample for 1 month, you can definitely do that. I'm featuring Unbounded Love, which is a gorgeous, gorgeous bundle in the new catalog. I think it's a must-have. It is $54.75 for the bundle, which I think is a great deal. $25 for the stamp set, $36 for just the for the dies. Look at so these greetings and these dies will stand alone, although they do work well together. I'm still coming up with a solution to house all of these 16 dies. Most of them are frames, but there are some little leaves and little little tiny sprays of flowers and things that also work with it, and it is just to die for. So you can see that these are a little bit larger than what they're shown here. I love that you have inside, outside greetings. Yeah, the fonts are fabulous. Let me grab the paper that goes with this. So we are in full swing of getting these packets ready to go out in the mail next week, because typically Card Club ships out the 17th. I'm endeavoring to ship them out earlier because of my retreat, but I'm waiting on these dots. So let me show you what comes with Card Club. So you get a half a pack of this beautiful, beautiful designer series paper. Has some great, this features our new in colors, plus a few other colors. So here are this is the package you get. So this is $42 for my club members. If you're already a club member, as of before May, you are grandfathered in at my previous price. So you do get a full roll of linen thread. This one, obviously, I have used a little bit of. And then you get everything you need to make 8 cards. There's always 2 fun folds. And like I said, you got great little inside greetings and everything. I've got a little bit of a shadow tonight, which I apologize for. I'm going to figure this out. And all of these die cuts are done for you. So unless you have to stamp and die cut, which I don't think any of these you do. So all of these die cuts are done for you so that you can just stamp and assemble. So all of this comes in your kit, plus you get your 8 envelopes. Plus, I'm giving you a 6x6 piece of each of these. Oh, there's the paper so you can see it. This is the new In Color Glimmer paper, and I really like it a lot. It doesn't shed. Now, you're going to use it on some of these things. Now, these you're going to cut, but these, and you cut your designer paper. But these, where'd it go? This little guy I'm die cutting for you because you may not have that die. And then I'll show you the patterns of the paper really quick. You also get these dots, and these dots are unorderable right now. So they sold out, but they're coming back. And so if they come back in time that I can get them to you next week before retreat, I will. If not, they will go in the mail a little bit late. And that's just what happens sometimes, when there's a delay on product availability. So welcome, Sue. I'm glad you are here. So let me just show you really quick the designer paper, and then we're going to do a little catalog tour. So this is featuring, let me get rid of that shadow. Let me see here. Is that better or worse? I think it's better. Okay, that did the trick. I was afraid it would be too much light. Okay, so this is featuring Pretty in Pink, one of our new in colors. And then kind of all the in colors here. And then this is the new Peach Pie, which I really love. And then this is the new Summer Splash. Oh. And then this is, there's a lot of Berry Burst here with Pretty, it looks really good with the Pretty in Pink. And then this is that Pretty in Pink with Peach Pie. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. And then this, which has, let's see, yeah, pretty much all the in colors. There's a little hint of Peach Pie there. And then that gorgeous, gorgeous, this is more the, it's more Summer Splash with a little bit of Shy Shamrock peeking in there. And then there we have Petunia Pop with the Summer Splash. There we have that Peach Pie, so pretty. And then we have more Summer Splash with Petunia Pop. So not a lot of Shy Shamrock in this particular set of papers, but it is in there. So that is Card Club, Candy's Card Club. You want to make sure you are signed up by the 12th. That is the deadline to get all these goodies in the mail, and that does include your shipping and everything at $42. $45 if you're buying just a single month. And you do get PDF tutorials with full color photos and supply lists, instructions, measurements, all the goodies. Okay, put this aside and let's dig into this new catalog. So I'm hoping that you have a beverage of choice, so we can have a little bit of a chit chat while we're going through here. I will show you. I had a late PT appointment this afternoon and got dinner on the table for my hubby, and so this is my beverage of choice tonight with you guys. I have a couple of M&Ms, so that is what I'm going to have while I'm chit-chatting with you. So you will notice, if you have been around Stampin' Up! For any time at all, this is a very different catalog. And I've had a lot of really positive response to it. It has a really cool look. It's shiny and got almost like a 3D look. I personally, when I first saw this cover, it reminded me of almost like a Martha Stewart magazine. And it's very much is focusing on people getting together and the experience of creativity. Now, some of us create all by ourselves all the time. Many of us gather with a friend or two, and I think this is just very inviting. This is a photo that I would love to jump into. And even the back, we just carry it on because you see the photo, you know, the little gate the fence just carries on down here. I love gardens, so I think that is a photo I would love to jump into. So I think the emphasis here is on gathering and experiencing the joys of creativity and just relaxing. These ladies look like they're relaxed. They're wearing casual clothing. They're smiling. They're having a good time. I love it. So yeah, there are some different things in here, Corinne, and we'll talk about. There are some things that are, you know, seemingly missing. And I'm sure that, you know, this is the first iteration of this type catalog. I'm sure that it's going to, you know, evolve. I love that in the very beginning, there is more of, here's the selfies. I mean, that's what we do when we get together. We always take selfies. And more of the experience. And I love this right here, make something special with someone special. Because I've always kind of looked at make something special for someone special. But I think this is inviting you to do it with someone. I just popped a little something in the mail for my daughter, and I put a kit in there with some nice tea for her for Mother's Day, because she's a busy homeschooling mom, but one of our kits is the perfect thing. She used to be a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and she did full on. She was earning enough to make her car payment. She was doing clubs, and I mean, she's a very creative girl. But now she doesn't have, you know, she's got a very different lifestyle, but a kit is the perfect thing for her. And I know she's going to get together with her kiddos and send those cards out. So hello, Catherine. I'm glad you joined me. Hello, Kim and Dolores. Welcome, welcome. And I love the fact that this first card they're showing us is actually not a kit card. It is a handmade card, but it's not like over the top. It's like, it's doable. And I think it's approachable. So I know that was one of the terms that I learned from my son with restaurant work, his restaurants, is that you want food that is approachable, that people can have some kind of, they see a relevance to their life. It might be like, okay, this is like, I've never made anything like this, but I could maybe see. So that's where you want people to jump into that. Okay, I think I've skipped a page. So right away, we have a table of contents. If you are a table of contents person, personally, I'm an index girl. I love, love, love this index. And Corinne, yes, the kit with the animals for your grandkids. So I just put this package in the mail for my daughter. I'm going to send a package probably next week. Every few months, I try to send something with a little something for all three of the kids. And typically, I will send everything for each child in one of these little bags like this, and put their name on it, but they'll all get a kit. And yes, because they love crafting, and it's just mess-free, and they each have pen pals, and they love to give things out when they're out and about. They do a lot of museums and things, so they love to give things as they're. I love the fact that you have the step-by-step, you have the quick and easy, and the creativity your way. And I love the different sections here. So you've got color, you've got a die cutting machine, organization, and you even have join. So we're starting with step-by-step crafting that means kits. And I love that they start with kits because really they are so approachable for everybody. And again, we have, looks like friends that are just enjoying their beverage of choice. Somebody's got a cold glass, somebody's got a cup of something here. And what are they doing? They have one of these all-inclusive kits. I love this. Portable and convenient, crafting, connect, share the fun. Easy, easy, peasy, peasy. So I love it. Hey, Jolene, I'm glad you're here from Minnesota. So when we get to the kits, now the kits you can't order in the catalog, but what they're doing is, yes, they are number one, directing you to the online store. This QR code is going to take you to the kits page in the online store. It's not going to take you to a particular kit. It's going to take you to the kits section of the online catalog. But I love the fact that they're showing you that there's kits for kids, that there's kits that are kind of 3D-ish, and there's kits that are elegant. So I love, and of course this is everybody's favorite. It's sold out, and we're waiting for it to come back, and it will. But in the meantime, this is where we are. Okay, now, so we saw kits, and now we're going to look at Paper Pumpkin. And look again, there's another QR code which will take you to the Paper Pumpkin page, and that's a great thing. So you've got that they make great gifts, that you've got tags, decor, cards, and more. You've got, look here, you've got generations that are stamping together. I love that. So you've got a grandma and a granddaughter, or maybe they're not related. You've got friends. You've got somebody on their own. I love, love, love this because this is the world of paper crafting. Now then we go into the quick and easy options. Now, one thing I want to say before I go any farther, and I'm messing with this because I'm trying to get this up on my computer where I can see your comments. It bumped me off. This catalog is thinner than the ones we've had in the past. But to me, yes, there are some things that I wish were in here that are not. However, to me, it's a lot like square footage in a house. You know, sometimes you go into a house and you go, wow, this feels a lot bigger than 1,200 square feet. It's because of the way it's laid out. Sometimes you can go into a house that's like 2,000 square feet. It doesn't seem as big as one that's maybe 1,200 or 1,600 because of the layout. And I think that's what I appreciate about this, that there has been a lot of thought that's gone into the layout. So the quick and easy options, there are just so many here. And I love that, look how they're showing. Here's a lady who's doing some of this while her husband and her son are back there hanging out, working on homework, whatever. This shows real life crafting, and I love that. Now, this page here, and I'm kind of getting a little bit, I kind of jumped ahead. Let me see. No, that's right. So this top 10, we have begged for this. As demonstrators, this is like a dream come true to have this section. So what do you need when you just get started? And this is the perfect thing to share with your friends, your family, or even if you're just starting out. This is perfect. And I love the fact that number 10 is your demonstrator. The top 10 things you need a demonstrator. So this is where we come in to help guide our friends, our family. And if you are not yet a demonstrator, I have a fabulous team and I'd love you to be a part. So here we go, mix and match. So this is more of the quick and easy, the ephemera packs, really simple greeting stamp set, cards and envelopes that are already scored, lined, ready to go. I think these ephemera packs are really going to be fun for our scrapbookers as well. And we have a flood of brand new scrapbookers who have joined us. So here it's showing you how you can take the cards and mix and match with, you could just play. This would be really fun for a group of girls getting together, a group of school friends, a group of church friends, just putting these out there and letting them play. This is actually what they did with us at Onstage, which is the Stampin' Up! Convention that was in Houston. And why. Sometimes I have a love-hate relationship with Facebook because it just keeps knocking me out on the computer. But I'm still here with you, so we're good. But just, they put this stuff out on tables and we just played with it. And I love that because then we can do it our way. So more of the ephemera. I love the fact that they've given you some really good like occasions for stamping, quick and easy kind of all-purpose stamps for people, particularly people who are starting or people who maybe don't want to have a big collection. Maybe they don't want to have a craft room, but they're just getting started. Of course, I think most of us kind of got started this way and, you know, and now I have a huge craft room. So, this is a great section here because, let me see, hang on. Did I forget something back here? Oh, yes. Somehow these pages got stuck together. Okay. This I love. This is design help for every single one of us. I love it because look at all these layouts. Look at all these card sketches. These give us ideas of how to put a different card design together. These give us the color families, or they're called, well, they're back to color families, color collections, color families. And each one of these has another layout that we can use. So I love, love, love the tools that they are giving us in the catalog. This is design help for every single one of us. Okay, let's not make sure they're not sticking together. Okay, back to this page. Kind of went over that. Now here is your Memories Plus. They used to call it Memories and More. Well, okay, Memories and More here. Memories and More card packs. And then these, and they're showing how you can use them in an album. Now, just a quick mention about the memory keeping. If you are a demonstrator, you're probably aware that we have had a major influx of scrapbookers because of the change with Close to My Heart. So Close to My Heart was a paper crafting company that was focused more on scrapbooking than anything else. They did have some card making, but it was mostly scrapbooking. And they have closed their doors, and we've had a little bit of a Stampin' Up! did not purchase, I just blanked out, what's it called? Not Creative Memories. Anyway, did not purchase them, but we gave, the company gave the makers an opportunity to join Stampin' Up! And one of my friends was a maker, and she has joined Stampin' Up! She's joined my team. I'm super excited about it because I used to run some scrapbook clubs, and I'm a capable scrapbooker. I am a decent scrapbooker. It's not my forte. And I am thrilled to have someone on my team that is her forte. Now, as a result of these new scrapbookers coming into Stampin' Up!, Close to My Heart, that was the name of the company, we are going to have more focus on scrapbooking than we've had for a while. We used to have, when I first came into Stampin' Up!, we had a lot of scrapbooking supplies and resources, and they have dwindled over the years. And they dwindled largely because people just were not purchasing them. But now that we've had an influx of scrapbookers coming into Stampin' Up!, we are going to be bringing some more of those things. So not only just this small selection, but there's going to be more. Now, Kim is asking what page the layouts were on. Okay, and Margaret's answering her. Thank you, thank you. Yes, so Corinne, you like that one of the cards and envelopes is geared for men. You're right. I'm actually featuring them at my retreat next weekend. So we're using well, this is not one set. It's this one and this one and this one. They're kind of mixed and matched here. But yes, one of the sets is definitely more of a neutral palette and definitely geared more for men. So I really appreciate that. Let's see. Oh, Then we have a full page spread that focuses on packaging. And I really appreciate this because it used to kind of just be, I like the way things are grouped together. I think that they're easier to understand than having them spaced throughout the catalog. So we have a simple stamp set, but I really like this. But I love peonies, and I really like, these are 3 great greetings for basic card making or just card making in general. And this set of designer series paper has these cutouts that are already in there. So I think this is a great layout here for wrapping and packaging. Now, when we get here, this is going to be our happy place. So pretty much everybody who's on my Facebook Live tonight, we are avid crafters. We want all the things. And we want everything that's shiny and new. And yeah, so this is where, so we have almost 30 pages that are really dedicated to beginning, to jumping in. Here's that set. I'm going to jump over here because I think it was Corinne that was talking about. There's the set, Calming Creek, that are very neutral and not, there's one that has some flowers, but the others don't. So I like those a lot. So this is where we are going to be hanging out. A wide range of coordinating products, helpful tools, and innovative techniques put you in full creative control. This is what's really unique, I think, in this catalog. Stampin' Up! Many years ago used to call it an idea book and catalog. To me, this is like an idea book and a catalog and giving you so many ideas along with the tools. So this is going to look more like most of us when we are crafting. Although her surface here doesn't have nearly as much stuff on it as mine would while I'm crafting. So I love, love, love this photo. This is like, yes, this is the life I want to live right here. So this is what is a little bit different now. You have a QR code here on each page. Now, this QR code is the same on each page. It's going to take you to where you can find the suites in the online store. Couple of things that are really different this time. The designer series paper is much larger. I love the amount of real estate they're giving in the catalog to the designer series paper. Now, we're used to looking back here and finding one page where you have all these little photos, and we don't have that anymore. And I know that for some of us, it's a big change. However, you can look in the index, which, like I said, I'm an index girl. So you can look, designer series paper, and it gives you every single page where there is designer series paper. On all of the new ones, you have a much larger feature. And I love the fact that they've given you, there's always an A side to the paper and a B side. The A side is larger, the B side is smaller because these are smaller patterns and they're easier to show in the photo. So I think it's pretty nifty. I like the fact that now the stamps are shown in their case and the dies are larger, the picture is larger, and the embellishments are as well. And I know, and I can't see all the photos because my Facebook feed on my computer is kind of funky right now. But I know somebody was talking about the fact that this does not have the colors, and I know that can be a little bit frustrating. I do have a document that has them all listed, and I will write myself a note to share that with my email followers, my email subscribers. Let's see, embellishment document. I need to share that by email because it's a nice little tool to have. But I think we can probably be safe to bet that that's going to be Night of Navy and one of the yellows, but we can look in the online store. And yeah, it's just a little bit different. I love the fact that the colors are here that are in the paper. And each of these samples has a specific focus. They're very strategic with this. So this one is showing you what these two things together will produce. This sample is showing you what this one produces with maybe a little bit of an unexpected piece behind there, because they've actually chosen to put the fruit out here and the tile behind there. And then this is again showing this die, but without the leafy part. And this is pretty much showing you how you can take these and group them together. And this one is a super simple card where they have stamped the fruit, but they've not colored them. So very strategic, showing you how all the different parts of this suite work together. Love, love, love it. So that is what they do on every single one of the suites. And again, your QR code is there to take you to the online store to give you additional information, but I'm actually quite happy with the information here. The only information I would be looking for is maybe the colors here. And of course, if you're wanting to purchase it immediately online. Here your colors are. I love this photo with the papers. And then look how cute this is, where they've given you real carrots in the photo. I just think this is super, super cute. And it is the same for all of the suites. So tell me what your favorite suite is. So let's see, we've got, I would have to say maybe your top 2 or top 3. Oh, I totally missed that one. So we've got Mediterranean Blooms. This is the one we're featuring at my retreat next month or next week. To Market, Wildly Flowering, Full of Life, Lily Pond Lane, Thoughtful Journey, and then we have a mega suite, Country Woods, that has 2 bundles, 2 papers, plus an embossing folder, ribbon, and pearls. And then we have another mega suite, and I'm featuring kind of part of it. Well, I'm actually featuring the whole thing. So these 2 bundles, plus the dots, plus all of that. Now, what I did for my card club this month, I'm featuring this, but I'm using a few of these dies in here. So I love the way these are laid out here. Now, you guys, I think everybody here tonight, you are you are experienced with our Stampin' Up! Catalog, and you know that when they have that shade there, that kind of pink color there, it's indicating that there is a coordinating die for those particular stamps. Okay, now we're going to another section. So now we've got our die cutting machines, and this is we had a demonstration of this on stage. This is one of our $1 Million Achievers, Shelly Godby, and this is a gorgeous, gorgeous, really interesting bundle, because you have the dies and the stamps and the masks that all work together. And there is a lot of versatility in this. You can do really wow stuff. You can do really simple stuff. It's pretty amazing. This is really interesting. So these are we're now in the bundle section, and these are all new bundles. Well, I should say, anytime we have bundles in a catalog, they are new. Okay, so we've got some people weighing in. So Corinne likes the airplanes and the Lily Pond, and Jolene likes the mega suite of Country Woods. Okay, I love to hear your feedback. I love to hear what you're liking. This is really interesting. This is something Stampin' Up! Has not done before. So we have 2 bundles where you can choose to have either a die bundle or a punch bundle. Now this one, interestingly enough, the dies and the punch are the same price. Of course, this one punches out 3, where this one is more like almost double, but this die only cuts out 1, and this, of course, this punch cuts out 1. So dies or punches. I think that's going to be really interesting to see how this goes. but I think I love options, and this is a pretty incredible option. Okay, let's see. Okay, now Jolene is liking Spotlight on Nature. Oh, I have to show you something. I think I can grab it really quick. One of my friends on the trip made me a beautiful gift using that. So these are all bundles, and I love the fact, again, it seems like the dies are shown larger than they were in the past. So really cute bundles, kind of something for everything. One of the other things is that they really responded to a request that has come through, and that is that we have some lower priced bundles. These are typical kind of $46.75. This one is $49.50, $44, $45. I mean, the 40s. Then you get to this one. This is only $27. This one is $39.50. I mean, a bundle for under $40 is kind of unheard of. So I think they've really responded. And even like this one is $41.25. So we have some really economically priced bundles. Yes, they have fewer dies, but I mean, how many dies do you need for a baby set? I actually really like this because some of the baby sets we've had in the past had so many tiny dies, they were too difficult, but I'm not a fiddly tiny die person. Okay, let's see. Margaret likes Country Woods Mega Sweet, the Mediterranean Blooms, Unbounded Love, and Spotlight on Nature. I love it, Margaret. Yeah, it's hard to narrow it down, isn't it? So she's got 4 favorites. So here we go. I will say the dies on this are to die for. Let me see. I think I can grab this really quick. My friend Janet made me a gift. We hang out together on the trips. Let's see. Yeah. I may end up doing a class with this. So this was all together. This is the little bag. And inside, that's a different one. Inside the bag was the card and the little notepad. And I just thought it was so thoughtful and so sweet. And I love all the little details on here. So she's taken this little splash, little smudge or splash stamp here. And this is that new basic beige. I love the layout that she's used. She's a really good stamper. And she is, I have to brag on my friend. So Janet is a nurse anesthetist. She has a full-time job, and she earns the trips, and she's just really special. So we hang out with her and her husband on the trips. Our husbands are friends, we're friends, and we all have a lot of fun together. So this is just beautiful. And this little notepad, you know, we make these little Post-it pads, but even this, I felt like had those little extra. Aren't the dies gorgeous? And just look at that. She's put a little bit of Wink of Stella on the outside of the wings, a couple of different colors on the body. And then she ordered from Amazon, it's craft colored Post-it paper, which I think is really, really special because it goes more with this basic beige. Anyway, I just thought, and just these little bits of glimmer paper, I just thought it was such a special gift. So, and that is Spotlight on Nature, Sketched Butterflies. So I've just been I had one of my studio staff here today, Jeanette. She always helps me process all the new products that I get. So we were pricing things. I like to have the price on things so that when I'm showing it for my own purposes or for my customers or team, that I can tell what the price is. That is just a terrific, and she mounts all the stamps, God bless her, because we were bringing a lot of new product in here. Here again is another bundle, $36 for a bundle, but this is a great, simple, basic bundle that you can do a lot with. Here's another one at $47.50. Now that's more of a normal bundle price, but still really nice. And okay, Jolene said that nice that the dies are right next to the stamp set. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. And look at the samples they're giving us. Really nice samples, so that we have something really simple, and then we have something that uses the dies, and then the dies in a rather unexpected way. Okay. Now I will say I've been using this one quite a bit. I haven't decided whether I want this one yet. And even though here in Texas, the bluebonnet is our state flower, and this could easily be converted into a bluebonnet. And I love snapdragons. I'm just not totally sure. So I would love to hear your feedback on that one. This one I have used the heck out of. Now we get to the encore section, and I think this is really clever the way they've done this. It's all together. I mean, I remember going through catalogs and going, oh yeah, I remember that from last time. Oh, is that new? You know, and I know they did start putting that little in that would help us find the new, but I love having it all together. Now, remember that once something has carried over into a subsequent publication, we typically do not have them in bundle format. So we don't get the 10% off because we have 10% off a whole bunch of other sets. Okay, so Corinne, yeah, you're not sure about that either? Yeah, I hear you. So these are all still available, and I love that they're encore. And you know, they kind of run the gamut. This was in the holiday catalog. This was in the spring catalog. This was in the annual. And so they have carried things over for various purposes, and I'm really, really grateful. Love them all. I have a lot of these. And this is carried over from a year ago spring that carried over into the annual last year, and it made it into the annual this year. And the same with Something Fancy. So we have some things that came from the holiday catalog. And I like the fact we do have a little bit of holiday stamps. So, you know, if you want to make Christmas cards in, you know, throughout the year, we do have a few of those in here. And one more page. Now, Stamp and Shout. Here we go. So this is going to be stamps only. And they tell you right at the beginning. You've got cling. I tend to call these red rubber. Or red rubber cling. Yeah, I tend to abbreviate things. And then the photopolymer. This is really interesting. So I think these are stuck together. No. I love the fact that right here at the beginning, they're showing you reversibles. So we have two sets here that are reversibles. Plus we have one in the online store, and it's the Pets and More. Because I just did a little class with that. Let me grab so here is the Pets and More. So the cat, you stamp the cat, or any of them, you stamp the cat, and then you turn the stamp over, and you ink it up. Again, now I stamped it off, and then it fills in, it colors the cat. Isn't that nifty? So it did the same thing. This was a little, I know there's a couple of people on here, and yours is going in the mail tomorrow. This class took me a little bit of time to get this going out the door. I tried to get it out the door before my trip, and I didn't make it. But if you stamp the little doggy in black, and then you can turn the stamp over and ink him up. I think this is in pecan pie. And then I stamped him off, and it colors him, which is really, really clever. And I will confess to you, this is my very first reversible stamp set. I kind of balked at them and thought, yeah, I don't think that's for me. But I couldn't resist the artwork on these, on the Pets and More, which is an online exclusive. But I love the fact that they're showing you the way they work here. There's a lot of that in this catalog. There's your clear block bundle. These are really different. I mean, look at the size of these, and look at how the kind of cool scenes that you can make. So this is very, very unique. And then you've got your greetings that you're going to be adding with things like this. Picture perfect. Image only stamp sets are a great way to bring versatility to your crafting. Pair with a stamped sentiment of your choice. Then you can add die cut images for a layered look. I just think they're giving us a lot of instruction and inspiration. So here we have, you can step it out. You stamp the outlined image, then you stamp the detailed image to make a custom design. So that way you can see why you have the different stamps. I just think this is so clever. And some stuff for the guys. Thank God we have, I think there's more stuff in this catalog for the guys. And a lot that, like, this is just for anybody. This is for boys, girls, men, women, anybody. All of these beachy things. I've got some things to share with you about this, probably be in about 2 weeks, because one of my team members featured this. She was a display stamper at my training event for my team, and she did a whole display board with this stamp set, and it is really fun to work with. Grassy Grove. It just keeps on going. I mean, that one has been around for quite a while. Background stamp, this is the size of them, and these are the different options. Now, you guys help me. I'm pretty sure that Botanical Beauty is new. This one is definitely new. These, now I think, no, this was in the spring book. This was in the holiday. This was holiday. I think these two were annual catalog. So, but they're showing you some really unique ways to use them. And they are telling you, this is the block you need with this. Works best with clear block F. I mean, if you haven't ever had one of these really large stamps before, that's a great way to show. And they're also telling you that you could use this to ink up the stamp or to do some kind of fun rolling on your cardstock. This, I love that they have kind of grouped, for the most part, the $1 Million Achievers. So the other one I showed you that was Shelley Godby, because that is a bundle. It's not shown here because these are stamp sets only. So Jackie says this new catalog is definitely a learning curve. Oh, I'm glad you're finding this helpful. You know, I think that going through the catalog together and talking it through helps us. It helps us all. So these actually are all carryover stamp sets. And I will tell you, Sandy Hancock is a lovely, lovely demonstrator. She's a widow, and I think my husband and I met her probably about 6 or 7 years ago. We were on one of the incentive trip cruises, and as often happens on the cruises, they were doing like a little art feature, and they did a show of some of Thomas Kincaid's work. And my husband and I love Thomas Kincaid's work. We have one of his paintings over our fireplace. And so Sandy Hancock was there. And after the presentation was over, and of course they were encouraging you to buy paintings, we got to chatting. And oh my gosh, she is absolutely lovely. So I got to see her on this trip and take a picture with her, and she's just lovely. And I'm sure all of the $1 Million Achievers are, but you know, it's nice when you know some of these folks. So love, love, love the samples that they're giving. This, of course, I always buy the ones that have a scripture. And this is actually, to be honest with you, this is my all-time favorite scripture, Proverbs 3 and 5 through 6. And I love these that go with it. So this is a really all-purpose stamp set for inspirational cards, as well as this courage and faith. And then these are great as well. So, but I love that they kind of given them their own space and let these ladies shine, because they've done really incredible work to deserve that spot. Okay, here's all the fun. Here's all the organizational fun. I can't wait to show you my space when it's done. Now, this is absolutely phenomenal. Every one of us know people who have a small business. And I particularly think of my friends who have like Pampered Chef or Avon or Mary Kay or 31 Gifts or any of those direct sales businesses, or, you know, just somebody you know that has any other kind of a business. I think this is great. And I love this Made with Love. That's for anything. Handmade for you. These are great for our cards, but they're also great for our cookies and other things that we give. So this is $19. That is an absolute steal. And this, I mean, if you just want a big bold thank you, that's great. And I think also, like here it's shown with Berry Burst, this would make a really good, my husband's always asking me for a thank you card that is from a guy. As a pastor, he sends out thank you cards sometimes, and he doesn't want it to look all frilly. This is a great one to do with neutral colors. I mean, it's bold, it's graphic, it's great. All purpose. Okay, here we go. Now, we've got a little bit more memory keeping over here. And like I said, we're going to see more of this, but I do like this. this is kind of interesting because they're showing us the collections, but just they're very subtle here. And here, so like all of our cardstock collections, these here is kind of an interesting place for them, I think. Here again is a stamp set that they are recommending is a good one to do memory keeping with. But it'd be great for cards too. So I think this is very all-purpose stamp set. Okay, here we go. Now they're telling us the holidays can be shown, you can work on holiday cards right here with our annual catalog. Yes, we have a fall catalog. I oftentimes refer to it as a holiday catalog, and we have a spring catalog. I think we actually call them like September to December because we are global. So like if you're in the Australian market, it's not fall for them, it's spring for them. So that's why we tend to call them like September to December catalog. In my mind, it's still the holiday catalog. But I love the fact that we can do holidays here. So this Be My Valentine, Sending Love. To me, this is very all-purpose, but it does have one Valentine greeting in it. The snowflakes for winter. I think it does have a Merry Christmas. And like this does have a Happy Father's Day. This has a Happy Mother's Day. So I like the way they're putting that in there. And I have to say, I somehow have missed ordering this. This wood textured paper looks interesting. And I have placed numerous orders during the pre-order time and during, now that we can buy everything, and I still haven't ordered it. And look at there, you got chocolates right there. To My Valentine, and they've got chocolates right there. And I do like the fact that they're showing you a New Year's card because I think we should do more of this. We do a ton of this and not nearly enough of this. Now, one other thing I want to show you really quick here is that although we've been seeing bigger pieces of the Designer Series paper with these sweeps, where'd we go? Here we go. When you get back here, we have a number of papers that have carried over, but we only get a little peek at them. So we don't get the full picture like this. To get this kind of showing, we have to go to the online store. This actually carried over from the holiday book last year. So I love the fact that we can do holidays year round. Some people like to make their Christmas cards in the summer. But I always do a Christmas in July, just letting you know I'm going to be doing a stamp camp. I've already got plans. Okay, these are stamps only. Sorry, I'm eating an M&M. I shouldn't talk and chew. I adore this. I have gotten this. That's not really well said. I have purchased this. I have obtained this stamp set. Put it on my shelf today. I really, really love this. This one is super cute too, but I felt like I needed to choose one because I didn't think I would use them both. And this is too much coloring for me. So this is more simple coloring. And when we lived in England, there was a really cute children's program called the Poddington Peas. And I know that I can make some cute cards for my grown kids, and this will take them down memory lane and they will love it. Okay, here are more just stamp sets. And this is awesome. This right here is good for the guys. This is good for soldiers. This is good for any of our athletes, our young people. Yeah. And this, again, these are kind of geared more for younger, craft with your kids, craft for your kids. But look how they're bringing in the bird's eye view from last year and showing you that one as well. Now here again, they're kind of showing you how to do invitations, but this paper has carried over from the spring book. And this is the lavender paper, painted lavender. This is that gorgeous, gorgeous Notes of Nature, something like that. That is the paper. So you can still purchase it. Oh, there it is, Nature's Sweetness. There's the number, but that's all you're seeing. If you want to see the rest of it, you're gonna have to go to the online store. So, and they're even showing you, with this paper, they're showing you the stamps and dies that coordinate. So just really different. It's like some of these pages just give you a little taste and then they beg you to delve in a little bit more, or have a demonstrator that's going to really help you move forward with it. This is really cute, from Our Home to Yours, Home Sweet Home. I think that anybody who has real estate friends, these would be great. These are pen and ink type drawings. I think you could do these with just, they've colored this, and this is lovely. That's way too much coloring for me personally. I mean, I might make one of these, but I typically want to make numerous. These would make lovely note cards, just with like black or with gray or with any of our browns. Just very classic. I think these would be very pretty without even any coloring. And this is very cute for, you know, gifting and stuff. Here again. Now this one, they really do show you that Countryside Inn Designer Series paper. I believe, if I recall, in one of the kind of State of Stampin' Up! Presentations, this was the best-selling paper in the entire catalog last year. And I guess it was so popular, they decided to carry it over, which I have never seen them carry over so many papers. Now this is really unique because they're giving us all of the metallics in one spot. And I think this is brilliant because we have the paper, we have the embellishments, we have the cards and envelopes, and we have, interestingly enough, naturally gilded paper. This was an online exclusive, and it's now moved into our annual catalog. And we also have the oxidized copper. One of these was in the spring book and one was in the online exclusives, and I can't remember which one this is. But I really love the fact, and also this stuff is really cool. This is the metallic enamel effects, and they're showing you exactly how you can use it. You can make your own little dots by putting them on your silicone craft sheet and then lifting them when they dry. So having all of this in one spot, and again, here is that Designer Series paper that has a lot of that metallic in it. So many cool things here. Okay, here we go. Now the ribbons are interesting because we don't have nearly as many ribbons this time, but I like the fact that they're showing them. You have a pretty big photos here, and a lot carried over. And again, I believe this number 9, I believe this gold and silver trim, this used to be an online exclusive. Now it's in our annual catalog. So very interesting the way some of these things have evolved. Well done in this. And I also appreciate these little snippets along the way. Look at this product give back, making a difference. You know, this is one of the core values of Stampin' Up! We love to make a difference. Each year we support a cause through special limited time products or promotions. Last year we donated $3 for every pack of a Walk in the Forest Designer Series paper that was purchased. Watch for details about our next round of giving. And we do this in my team as well. So this is very much a core value of Stampin' Up! And like on my team, we do periodic card donations. So right now we're gathering any kind of patriotic red, white, and blue. And these are going to be given locally at one of our veterans' homes. So we need a big, I need more. So if any of you are out there and you're not on my team, I'm looking for red, white, and blue cards. They can be any greeting, no greeting, it doesn't matter. I'm looking for patriotic cards. So they are for a donation to a veterans' home. Now, the embellishments are really, I think, stunning. Look how many we have, and look how largely they are photographed. Now, because of that, we lost the ability to have all the colors listed. I don't know, to me, I'm pretty visual. I like having this much space for the actual picture. And I will sacrifice and go into the online store to see the colors in them. But I do understand. That has been, I've heard that feedback a lot about the embellishments. But look how many there are. You gotta love it. This is brilliant. So Sticky Business, first of all, is just a cute, super cute name. And then we have little icons. And I love the icons because I can look at this and I can easily see that multi-purpose liquid glue, it's for everything. It's for No, it's not for ribbon. I was just saying I would never use it for ribbon. It's for cardstock embellishments, die cuts in 3D. So it's for it's for 4 out of the 5 icons here. This is for, so, we're very visual today, much more than we used to be. And we're quick. We want to just know. So this tells me that is purely for use with the die cutting machine, our cut and emboss machine. So I love, love, love the way this is laid out. And they're really large, much larger photographs than we've had before. Love Sticky Business. Again, these pages right here, we used to just, you would see in the catalog, there was StazOn, here was the product number, and here's how much it is. This is showing you how you use this. If you want to do watercoloring, this is it. You can do it with water. You can do it with pencils. You can do it with spritzers. You can do it with pastels. I love this. This is so instructional for us. And they're giving you samples, not of the whole project even, except some of these, because you don't need to see the whole, you just want to see the effect. You want to see the look that you're going to get by these different things. So they're telling you, this is what you're going to have. If you want a watercolor, you need some of this Fluid 100 watercolor paper. You need one of the StazOn pads. A lot of people don't even realize we have this in black, and we also have saddle brown. And then you're going to want StazOn Cleaner. Now, I will tell you on StazOn Cleaner, this is what's not in the book. This is why you need a demonstrator. You don't want to use StazOn Cleaner on your photopolymer stamps. So, and I really prefer not to use this on photopolymer stamps. You can, but it's going to really stain them, and I think it's not ideal. Although they're using spritzers here. Notice they are not using the StazOn right here. So, lots of instruction here. And then, I love this. You're such a blessing. Thank you for your prayers. I'm a faith girl, so this is a great stamp set. And you've got these Lily of the Valley, and you can color them. Oh, I just love this. And look at here, another instructional page. Add fun to your cards, because they're showing you fun folds. They're showing you a peekaboo card. They're showing you slider cards. I mean, this is incredible, absolutely incredible. And they're showing you the products that you need, the tools you need to make those happen. So I'm like, bravo, Stampin' Up. This is awesome. Now, let me just come back in here and see. Okay, just checking to see if I missed any comments. Again, another instructional set of pages. Shaker cards. I mean, we used to have to watch full-on YouTube videos, and you still would need a little bit of extra help. But you could have maybe watched a YouTube video and thought, oh, that's really cool, and then kind of gone on your merry way. And then you look at this and go, oh, I would really like to try that. So maybe this is what I need to do right here. I just think this is phenomenal. They're telling you exactly which punch they used, which die cut they used, which dies here, the window sheet shaker card. They even show you on this one what we call a faux shaker by using the clear envelopes. So, I mean, well done, Stampin' Up. And here we go again. 4 techniques for masking. And they're showing you, it used to we had the masking paper in the back of the catalog. Here, they're showing you how to use it and all the different things that you can do with the masking paper. Yes, you probably need a demonstrator to walk you through a YouTube video, but to be honest with you, I tend to just like to jump in. I would buy this in a heartbeat and just start playing around with it. And look at this adorable stamp set. Super cute. Again, we have terrific texture. And this is where the heat tool, instead of just being in the back of the catalog with a bunch of heat tool supplies, we have step 1, pick your ink, Versamark or Craft. Add your powder, and here they are. Turn up the heat, and there's your heat tool. I mean, I think it's brilliant. They even show you on the embossing paste how it's done. That here they've mixed it with color, and here they have not. And they've got the palette knives, the silicone craft sheet. You definitely need that with the embossing paste, and use your stencils. So I just think that they have done a phenomenal job of helping encourage us to extend our creativity, to develop our skills more. This one here says stamp your image using StazOn ink, then spread a thin layer of colored embossing paste. So this is colored embossing paste. And this one here almost looks like a mini paper plate. Now we're on familiar territory at last. Here we have one page with all of the embossing folders. And the hybrids, these continue to grow in popularity. Both of these carried over from the mini catalog in the spring, and this is the new one. And several of these carried over, several of these are new, and they don't really indicate that in here, I don't believe. Not that I see. But we have a lot that carried over. And I will confess, I'm not totally sure. I have two of these really large ones. Maybe this is why. I'm like, why do I have an embossing folder that big? But I guess if you wanted to make something that large, more like a home decor piece, then we now have the ability to do that. So 3 ways you can make your own beautifully embossed card. So they're showing you how you can add ink to it, how you can use the hybrid embossing folder, and how you can just do classic. Here's ink your folder before you run it through. They're just giving us a ton of instruction and ideas. I know we're really long tonight, but like I said, you needed to have a beverage with you. I hope you're still with me. So here are the Stampin' Blends, and they're showing you exactly how they work, what they look like, some great stamp sets to use for your blends. And then they're also showing you that you can use water-based markers for a different look. So I think it's pretty incredible. Color theory, they're giving you more color theory here. And it's just, they are coming up with one of these that we can hold because they gave us one at OnStage, and there was such an outcry from demonstrators. Let us have these or we can buy them. So they are developing one of these we can purchase later in the year, but it will be much later in the year, I think. So they're showing you different ways to use color. And then our color collections, I love the way that they have depicted them. Not only do we have them here, again, this is familiar to us, but look at that, because they're soft colors. And then here we've got like fun party colors, the brights, and then we've got the regals, which I always think of as jewel tones, but this is perfect. Veggie colors, I love it. And then we have my other set of favorites, the neutrals. They're comfy, cozy, and then you've got the in colors. They even give you little kind of visuals for those as well. Here are the basics, which we now have basic beige is our new one. And let's see, we are almost at the end. The index is phenomenal. It's much more comprehensive than the indices we have had in the past. So dig into this. I love that all of the dies are listed by name. All the designer papers are listed by name. All the stamp sets by name, and then lots of categories, and all the punches by name, a lot as well. So if you love Stampin' Up! Products, if you enjoy building relationships, if you love being creative, if you want to be a part of a fun crafting community, and if you enjoy leading creative experiences. Now, I will say, you don't have to do this, because you can join my team. You get a ton of free stuff right now with all the new in colors. But I will say, Stamping with Friends is phenomenal. And this is many ways to do it. So I would love for you to join me. And this is one more stamp set that carried over, Stamped with Love. And it has the Angel Policy, which is the copyright Stampin' Up. And this is what Stampin' Up! Asks us to do if we're going to sell our cards, to just have that little copyright on there, because it helps acknowledge copyright and keep everything legal. Of course, it's a phenomenal stamp set as well. Okay, we went very long tonight. Thank you for your patience, and I hope this has been helpful. And if you had to bail, this is all being recorded, so you can go back and watch the rest later. And I thank you so much for being here. I will have a couple of links in the title of this, and this will be downloaded to YouTube as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to join Card Club by the 12th to get Unbounded Love, awesome class by mail. Thanks again for tuning in. Take care and God bless.